All right, guys, I'm all alone again. I cannot seem to get a team to stay together long enough to really get good enough. And now part of that is I can't play enough. Whatever the case may be, man, this is awesome. My base has not been raided. Look at that. I was really worried my base was going to get raided. We should probably click raid now. We'll see if we match with anyone, but I think it's been a couple days. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. So now I'm an Archmage, one of the best classes in the game for a team, but not that great for solo PvP. It's a lot of work to get Archmage, but I don't really have anything to do with it. So I guess I'll go back to being a sharpshooter. We may not have a firebow, but we've got 5-shot crossbows. And we've got a ton of 5-shot crossbows. And we got a lot of good stuff. Honestly, I could solo Odin's, but I don't know if there's a point. You know, like this is a more active server, so that's good. But I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? You know what I think would be amazing for this game? Two things. One, if we could rearrange our walls like DOZ. If we could rearrange our walls, if I could go into this and I could click this wall and I could say move. You can do that in DOZ. I don't know if you guys have ever played Dawn of Zombies, but once you build a wall, like it's your wall. Like you can move it wherever you want. You can rearrange your base however you want. At a minimum, give us that. Because then, here's the reason I'm saying this. Let's say I want to play with someone new. It's a big commitment in Frostborn to go switch over with someone else to go play with them in this game. And but if we could rearrange our walls, it would not be as much of a commitment. It still would be a pretty big commitment. You're not going to want to switch over and rearrange all your walls and then come back and switch around. Like that's going to be absolutely exhausting. Let's go over to Helheim Rifts. So we'll go look around for trouble, and if we lose our gear, then we lose our gear. So, but I think that, okay, so one option at a minimum is just to be able to switch around your walls. And I think that that would serve as really helpful to, Frostborn, and it would fix some of the problems. But honestly, I don't think that's the best way to fix the team issue in Frostborn. The best way to fix the team issue in Frostborn is to allow us, with our certain amount of walls and bases and all that stuff, to create different combinations. So if we're solo, then our base conforms to that solo. Like we have a solo default for all the doors we have. And there's would also be the customization. We tweak it, but basically once you commit to a certain amount of walls, oh my gosh. Hey guys. Oh man, I thought I was dead there for a second. He's a sub. Alright, let's lose this wolf. Look at him on his awesome northern wolf. Alright, let's lose the warg. Your wolf looks awesome. Look at his wolf, guys. Oh my gosh. That looks so cool. Okay, now I want that wolf. Ooh, it looks like just got matched in a raid, period. Gotta go. Matched in a raid. Alright, well hopefully no one matches us. Giving this guy 2 fire daggers for a firebow is a pretty good deal for him. Trade-wise. But for me it's pretty good because if I'm going to be solo on this account, I need a firebow to be effective. The firebow is just so OP. I know some of you guys, when I say that, are like, no, you don't need to nerf the firebow. Guys, I don't know if I don't remember the last time I've died to a non-firebow. Like, I died to firebows. That's it. And that's kind of, and like when I see other people die, it's mostly to firebows. Yes, I understand that there's, illusionists and fire mages that can use a wrath staff, but mostly okay, doesn't look like anyone's raiding us, so let's see if this guy is truly a sub and doesn't hurt me, or if we get ganked by someone else. Okay, but as I was saying, I almost died. I didn't even see that guy coming until he was like right next to me. If he wanted to kill me, he would have gotten a big upper hand. I'm where we left the zone. Alright, it looks like he's got a fire dagger. There we go. Okay, well that was cool. That was a good little trade. Now we have a fire bow, which will be helpful for defending our base. I can see that I gave him a little bit higher durability than he gave me, but that's okay. My repair table is fine. Doing fine. Alright, this guy's not raiding us, so we're gonna go raid him, see if he's here, you know? See if if he's even active or not. Ooh, Giant's treasure, I wanna go. See, okay, if we're gonna drop in, just see if this guy's here, because if he's there and he's defending his base, he's not making any noises, so we're gonna go ahead and raid him. We'll see if this is a real player, or I mean, it's got to be a real player. We got matched really early on, but it could be someone getting offline raided. Oh, I can still use my skills. This is great. I forgot I can use my Archmage skills. Even with the support staff, I can still use my Archmage skills. Alright, we're gonna open this chest. And if there's a lot of good stuff, let's go make one of these chests for... Oh my gosh! What? Why is this guy not defending his base? Whoa, there we go. Did not realize I had him. I had some Master Thief lockpicks in my inbox. So we're gonna open one, and if it's good, then we're gonna open the other one. This poor guy, I think he abandoned his base. Wow, that was lame. Okay, but... Oh, that's so painful. Out of all of the chests, why did he put the dragon bow and all the best stuff in his level 2 chest? That was so silly of him. Why? Okay. Well, I have another lockpick, so I might as well use it. Oh. It's not bad. Okay, let's go home. Alright, let's see what's in here. There's one chest in the middle of the room. Wow. Wow. Sure enough, I didn't need to get into that axe anyways. Some water. Not quite what I was looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. I might give away this account. Or not give away this account. I might give away the stuff in the account. Alright, so that was fun. I'm gonna, you know, this is fine. We're done raiding that base. It was fun to raid it, but ultimately we don't need this stuff. I want to know, okay, there's a couple things that I want to do in this episode. You know, that raiding the base was a perk, but what I really want to do in this episode is I want to figure out with you guys what Kafir should do with Frostborn. You know, Frostborn is doing great. Frostborn's great. But I think that Frostborn could be doing a lot better. The fact that it has a 3.6, 3.7 on the Google Play is so bad. That is such a horrible rating. And I think it's for several reasons. I mean, one, people, like, I read the comments, right? I read the comments on the reviews, and it's like 1-star review. I was in the cellar or a tomb, and they'll call it a dungeon, and a team comes in and kills me and my friend. They had all maxed out gear, and which already I'm like, okay, the matchmaking system in this game is pretty intense. Like, when I'm low level, I never get matched with those guys, you know? Or if I do, it's super rare and they are also low level and don't necessarily know what they're doing. So I'm not as worried about that. I mean, Kefir can't really affect that much. They can work on the matchmaking system. There's definitely some matchmaking issues with rating. But the bigger thing that my big thing with Kefir as I'm looking at this is they need to figure out a way to fix the team problem with, with just people have different schedules and different times. Other people are going to be more active. And I think they need to have it more fluid on who's your team. When you pick your team of 4, like, if y'all don't all commit to it and stay strong, then it falls apart. And so what I was talking about earlier is if we could rearrange our base, it would fix some of that. We could switch teams a little bit faster. It wouldn't fix the problem, though, because there's still, to find 4 people that are like, yeah, we're all committed to this, is going to be rare. So I think instead of that, what I wonder is if Kefir should do, I think they should still do that, because, why not? It's awesome. Other games are doing it, so I know it's possible. Rating is an option. They'll make it optional, but they make it the reward worth it, right? If you play other games like Albion, or really any other game, any other non-Kefir game, when you do something, it's going to be worth it reward-wise. That if it's not worth it, then the game's up the reward. So make it to where you click that raid button, and it's tempting because you could win in a raid, but also, even if you don't win in the raid, or even if you just barely hold them off, you're going to get a huge reward. That's one way I thought. But then make it to where you can choose. Do I want to do a solo raid right now, or do I want to do a team raid? And it's going to match you using the base that is your preset for either 1 versus 1, or 4 versus 4, or 2 versus 2, or whatever it is. You kind of pick your team before you do a raid. And that would be amazing, right? Because, you got a 4-man team. We love our 4-man team, but only 2 people are on right now. That's okay. We're going to go ahead. We want to do a raid. Let's select each other, click raid, and the matchmaking system basically takes our base, one guy top, one guy this, for a duo base. Like, we have a preset for that type of base. And that other guy, we made sure our presets are lined up so that our base looks good together. And then we do a raid together. And that way we have the most amount of versatility on our rating. So anyways, y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about as far as, like, you got a team of 4, you love your team of 4, you don't want to quit, but you want to be able to have fun without all 4 of you being on. So this would allow us to have that option. But I think that in addition to that, what Kefir needs to do is they need to expand that. So first start with rating, right? Rating's already in the game. Go ahead and shift that in. So basically do that, so where you can you have your 4-man team, but you can click raid on however many combinations that you want. And eventually they could maybe make it to where we have 9-man teams, or an 8-man team around a little hut. But it doesn't matter. Like, you could pick maybe 4 versus 4 would be the limit, but you've got an 8-person clan all in the same family, and you're clicking, I want to do a 4v4 raid with these guys. And let's say, and this is the way I would do it, maybe they limit it to just your clan, okay? But the way that I would do it is you can do it with anyone. You could do matchmaking. You could say, hey, I want to raid with this guy. random guy, or not random guy, but like this friend of mine who's in another clan. Let's do a raid together. Us two. Pick your, and then you say, pick your preset. I'll be top, you be bottom. You know, we'll be that combination. Do our presets line up? Maybe the Frostborn community can come up with all these terms for, yeah, I have a, you know, box formation preset 1 on my, and they're like, great, ours match up, perfect, go. And so then you can get anyone you want, and you can say, hey, let's do a raid real quick. And so you match up, you do a raid. I mean, I know that that's not going to be easy for Kafir to do because it's going to require lots of presets and lots of structures, but it essentially fixes raiding in Frostborn. The only thing that they have to make sure to also do is put that big reward in there to where it's like, oh yeah, maybe you could get marks or something. You do rating, which gives you marks. But I'm sure the Frostborn community is going to come up with ways to manipulate everything. And I like that because I like that we're smart, but I also don't like the fact that it's really difficult for the devs to figure out how to do something, right? Because then people will, like, if for example, what I just said about marks, if you do it where you get marks, well, then people are going to be like, great, I'm just going to raid, build up marks, keep everything in my inbox and keep raiding, or I'm going to put everything in Odin's and just raid forever. Part of the problem is the pay to win structure of Frostborn. Meta walls are only pay to win. So I don't know. But even if they don't do anything I just said, like even if they never fix the rating system and they keep it like it is, I'm somewhat okay with the current rating system. But they need to add something else. And we've already talked about the arena. If they add an arena and we can do matchmaking, that's going to be a lot of fun. Stuff like that, to where we can just match with anyone. It doesn't just have to be our family. I want to be able to, you know, play with Astrio on the West server. We both have West accounts, but we don't have joint families. But Astrio and I are both on at one point and like, hey, let's just play a couple rounds real quick, you know, and we go for a duo. And then I play with this person, and maybe I start playing so much with this other person that I'm like, hey, we're going to team up and actually be part of a family now and raid together and stuff like that because we're having so much fun together. But it gives us the option to play with people outside of our family so that we're not really sad when our people aren't on. Right now, Nevo's not on, and I just haven't played on this account. So I'm going to click raid. Yes, matched immediately with Ismail. All right, it has been a while since I PvP'd. I honestly, because I'm playing against a assassin, I need to keep my dispel here. Oh, hold on. All right, let's see if I can get him. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, no. No. Yes. I think he got me. I don't know. I honestly don't know if he would have won. Because he lost his dispel. But it was close enough. I'll give it to him. I'm up for one more. My teachers, my PvP teachers would be really mad at me. Because they've taught me better than this. I should be doing better. But, oh well. Okay, gotta bait the dispel. No. No, why is he getting the hit? Ah, nice. Okay, it's over. I just suck at it. I am, in my defense, I'm always been bad at the bow. I just suck at the bow. But he's also playing a lot better than me. I'm so frustrated. You guys probably get this way too, right? Where you just feel like I know what I have to do, but it doesn't happen. And it gets so frustrating. So, sharpshooter battle. This guy definitely seems to be better than me. Let's see. I'm so slow. No. If I had thrown my... I mean, I tried to throw it and it didn't work. I'm not sure why. But if I had thrown it... Now, did he dispel? Did you dispel? Question mark. See, I think he's wrong on this. And this is not what my teachers have taught me. I think he would have lost. Because I had a dispel. All right, let's fight again. Hopefully I can do better this time. Wow, I keep totally missing that. I think I got him. All right. I could have shot him, hammered him, and shot him. I just didn't do it that time. So, because I didn't want to kill him. Finally, I got a clear win. You are clearly much better than me. Well, that felt good. I would say he won like 3 or 4 fights clearly. He won at least 3 very clearly. 2, I would debate. I think the one right before that one, because I think he underestimates the power. Maybe he's not as familiar with being an archer. Not that I'm good at archer, but maybe he's not as familiar at being an archer. But once you dispel, you become so powerful. And he was only dispelling when a hammer hit him versus just dispelling to counter the fire bow. And so I think that I would have won that one because I was doing that extra 15 damage a second. He wasn't damaging me. He was like, oh yeah, I'm going to kill him because my health was getting low. I think he would have been surprised when his health was just skyrocketing down because of that fire damage and I wasn't taking it. And if I had thrown my stun, which I still had a stun. If I had got him with that stun before he killed me, which again, I had a dispel, so I probably wasn't taking fire damage, then it would have been no questions. I would have won. So I think I would say that 60% chance that I would have won the one right before the one I did win, clearly. And then that very first one, the very first fight, not 100% sure he won. But I'm not saying I won. I would love to hear y'all's opinion on who would have won the very first fight. But clearly he won. He's clearly a better PvPer than I am. I want to know your guys' opinion, especially those of you that have been doing lots of PvP. You kind of know the numbers. You can just feel the numbers. You know who's going to win. I'm really curious. Who do you think would have won the first fight and the second to last fight? And then obviously the other ones were more clear who was the winner. And of course, I want to know what you guys think I should do with this account. Should I just kind of hang on to it? It's not that hard to maintain it like this, keep my shield going, and then maybe we'll do another, when West is a really active server, I like having a good account on an active server. I'm already level 99 on this account. So what do you guys think I should do? You think I should hold on to it, wait until maybe Nevo gets over his vendetta of Frostborn and comes back, which he says will never happen, or maybe I get a new West team. Should I hold on to the account or should I just give away all my stuff? I don't know. Which account should I give up? I don't know. I feel like I should be able to do less raids. Managing 6 accounts feels like too much, but I like all my accounts. Free to play solo, pay to win, this pro account. All of these accounts are kind of fun. And so what do you guys think? Do you think I should give up any of my accounts or just keep maintaining them? Like I said, it doesn't take that much work to just kind of do a raid every 4 days and kind of watch, make sure no one attacks me. You have a much bigger defensive advantage. It'd be a lot harder for him to do what he did if I had my defensive advantage. So I'm curious what you guys think. Also, Ishmael, thank you for the awesome PvP. That definitely helped this episode a lot. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.